to another episode of Victor the Football Predictor. I'm Victor, and once again I'm going to tell you the five biggest college football games of that week. I'm going to tell you who's going to win, why they're going to win, and maybe what the score is going to be. If you haven't seen my previous shows, obviously you can see you can't see my face, I'm using my hands. Now the only way I'm going to be able to let you know what team I'm going to be talking about is by using rival mini helmets. So to start off the show, here's the first matchup. We're going to the Big 12 South with the game this week between Texas and Oklahoma State. Texas has come off a very, very impressive 2 weeks of football against Oklahoma and Missouri. Oklahoma State has also quietly climbed up the ranks, undefeated in the Big 12, which has proved to be the best conference this year. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair with some great playmakers. However, I see Texas taking this game by about 14 points. Texas wins. Now, next game, we're heading to the SEC with a matchup between the Bulldogs from Athens and the LSU Tigers. Georgia's coming in off a pretty good win. LSU is also coming in off a win. Big SEC battle. I think Georgia's going to take it. LSU's a little down. I still think they're going to be able to hang with them. Georgia wins. Next, we're heading back to the Big 12 with a little matchup between North and South with Kansas and Texas Tech. Kansas is coming in off a loss to Oklahoma, where they played well but didn't win the game. Texas Tech is coming in after 2 scary games. One where they needed an overtime victory against a down Nebraska team, and where they had a little trouble early on with Texas A&M. However, I think they'll turn on for this game where they light up the scoreboard, beating Kansas. Next, I have probably the biggest game this week. Probably the biggest game in the Big Ten this year between the Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Penn State's coming in off an incredible fourth quarter rally to make it look easy against Michigan. Ohio State also came in to this game with a very, very impressive win last week versus Michigan, versus the previously one-loss Michigan State Spartans. The key note to this game is that it's at Ohio State, which is a place that Penn State struggled at the last few years. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think we're finally going to see that Penn State is not the best in the class this year. I think Ohio State wins this game by 14. Now, which is something that's tradition in the show, is the last game is always a Nebraska game, because I'm a big Nebraska fan. So for our third trip to the Big 12 this week, we have Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Baylor Bears. Nebraska's coming in 2 offensively amazing weeks versus Texas Tech and 500-plus yards versus Iowa State. Baylor is coming in off a bad loss to Oklahoma State. So I don't think this is going to be much of a battle. It's in Lincoln. Nebraska's doing pretty good. I think Nebraska takes care of business, winning by about 21 points. Nebraska wins. Well, there's my show. Hope you like it. Special feature of the show is, if you don't like it, let me know. If you don't like one of my picks, let me know. And if you just have a comment on the show, let me know. Thanks for watching. This has been another episode of Victor the Football Predictor.